Okay guys, so carrying on with direct proportion, there are three equations written at the top of this page. Just pause the video and I want you to try and work out which of these three represent direct proportion. Remembering that direct proportion means as one variable increases, so does the other. As one gets bigger, so does the other. Okay? Okay guys, here are the answers to that. So this one should have been fairly straightforward. You've been working on questions that gave you answers like this previously. This one, if you'd have put a few values in for x, you could have seen that as x gets bigger, y gets bigger as well. So if x is 1, 1 squared is 1, so you've got 4. If x is 2, x squared is 4, so you've got 4 lots of 4, which is 16. So as x gets bigger, so does y. This third one, however, isn't directly proportional because as x gets bigger, y is going to get smaller because it's a division. Now, you've done plenty of practice at getting to this point, getting to your equation. What we're going to look at next is what you could be asked once you've got that equation. Okay? And you may be asked something like this. Find y when x is equal to 7. So you've got your equation, you're told what one of the variables is, you're asked to find the other variable. And here's the solution for that. So we write out our equation, we substitute in the part that we know. So we know that x is 7, so replace x with 7. And then we just work out what y is based on that. So y is 4 lots of x, which means that y is 4 lots of 7, which is 28. The second type of question is being given y and being asked to find x. So find x when y is 40. We start off in exactly the same way, guys. You just write out your equation, you substitute what you know into the equation, and this time we're told that y is 40, so we substitute into y, not into x. We then know that 40 is equal to 4x, which means that x is equal to 10. So it's the same process, guys. You write out your equation, you substitute in the part that you know, and then you work out the bit that you do not know. Okay? So what I need you to do now is I need you to have a look at this question coming up. Okay? And I want you to have a go at this question. When you've had a go at this question, play the video again and I'll reveal the answer. Okay? Okay guys, you should have had a go at that by now. You should have paused the video to have a go at that. Here are the solutions. So for both of them, we write out the equation. Okay? Then we substitute the bit that we know. So for A, we know that x is 3, so substitute a 3 in there. For the part B, we know that y is 30, so we substitute the 30 into there. And it's just a case of 6 lots of 3 is 18, so y must be 18. Or 30 is equal to 6x, so x must be equal to 5 for that second one. Okay? Now, that's one kind of question, but we did also mention at the top of the previous page that direct proportion can look a bit like this. Now, we haven't found equations that look like this yet, and we will move on to that, but it follows a similar sort of process, so we may as well practice substituting into it now whilst we're substituting into linear equations as well. So, find y when x is 3. Same as before, guys, you write down your equation, you substitute what you know in, so we know that x is 3. So instead of having 2 lots of x squared, we've got 2 lots of 3 squared. Well, 2 lots of 3 squared is 2 lots of 9, so y is equal to 18. Okay? For the next part, find x when y is 32. So, we write down our equation, guys. We substitute the part that we know in, so we know that y is 32. I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by 2, so I get x squared is equal to 16, and then I'm going to square root both sides of the equation, and x is equal to 4. Okay? And again, guys, could you please look at this question here? Okay? Look at this question here. So that's find y when x is 2, find x when y equals 36. Could you now have a go at those two questions? Pause the video. Okay guys, so you should have had a go at these questions now. So I'm going to reveal the answers and just talk through it. Okay, so in both questions we write down the equation. We then substitute in the part that we know. So we know that x is equal to 2. So instead of having 4 lots of x squared, we've got 4 lots of 2 squared. 4 lots of 4 is 16. So y is 16. For part B, we know that y is 36. So we substitute 36 in. And we know that 4 lots of x squared has to equal 36. Which means that 1 lot of x squared must equal 9. Which means that x should equal 3. Could you please now have a go at the equations and the questions you've been given to solve, guys? Thank you.